Hello everyone, how is it going? So today's video it is a review of a electric screwdriver. This is the WOWSTICK 1F Plus, and it's been a while since I wanted to get one of these. They are like, I don't know, at least probably like 10-15 different brands on Amazon right now. It's kind of hard to choose. I think I found a sweet spot. This is exactly the model that I wanted to get, and I got it for like the cheapest one as well. I initially wanted to get it from Amazon.com, and it was like more expensive at that point when I was looking, and now like the Amazon.ca had it for like I think 47 plus tax or something like that. So yeah, this has a little nice bottom in there that you can just, as you can see it, rest the screwdriver. And also, I'm just gonna open the box too. Okay, so here it is. Let's see what's under this. Okay, so you basically have these three compartments. This, I guess, are attachments, and that being the screwdriver. Okay, so there are lots of attachments. This was the one with like, was not the Pro version, but the Pro version, I understand, is the stick is the same. I think it's just a different color, but the performance-wise, they're exactly the same. They just include different bits. This was like the greatest deal though, like 47, and you have all these bits. 1, 2, 3 of these, 4 of these, and plus some other stuff that we'll see in a moment what it is. So yeah, I think this is a great deal. Okay, now in the meantime, I'm trying to boot one of my computers. I've been switching RAM from one to another, and in case you didn't know, I ever get into this. When you switch RAMs, like the best way to do it is just go back to the BIOS and reset. If you are running an EXMP profile or like any overclocking, just go back to BIOS before to do any changes. While you are still on the old one, just go back to BIOS and reset everything on auto reboot. And then turn off the computer and remove the stand, put new one, whatever. And sometimes it has to be like, if there is a boot failure, it takes a while until you're gonna see something on the screen, like you see right now. See, basically right now I'm trying to do different RAM speeds for a Patriot that can go up to 4400 megahertz, and it takes a while. It's just it doesn't boot on EXMP2 directly. You have to manually input some timings and some do some changes. I've been wanting to just have it on EXMP1 or 2 on pretty much auto everything, but have just the frequency manually trying to find a good spot. Like basically for the i9 latest generation, and for the I think for the oldest one as well, but for this one at least, which is what is inside this machine, the sweet spot apparently it is like to run them at 3600 speed. Yes, you can get higher speed over 4000 like easily, but apparently the best performance for the computer using this processor, it is the 3600 spots, and of course the latency is important and so on. So yeah, and takes a while until you see this screen. Sometimes takes like a couple minutes at least, or even longer. You have to be patient. Okay, like right now it doesn't boot, so I'm on EXMP1, and which if I put on auto will boot, but for some reason doesn't want to do the same like it does. So this new motherboard, the Z590E, that is right now. I also have another computer with a Z490E, and on that older computer I had four RAMs, 4 sticks, 4 of 8. So I'm basically just taking 2 from that older computer to the new one. So one motherboard Z490 still running this RAM, 2 only, 2 sticks, and then the new one is gonna run the same. However, on the new one, it doesn't it doesn't work so far. It does work on auto, but anything else than that, it doesn't want to boot. While on the old one, on the Z490E, it will boot like at around 4,000, like easily, no issues, with the same exactly the same settings. But well, different processor as well. On the Z490 I have the i7, and on this one I have the i9. But let's see if I can have it working at some EXMP profile. Doesn't need to be the fastest one. I was hoping for the 3600, since again that seems to be like a, it just for some reason doesn't want to. I'm gonna try again. I'm trying to have everything done as easiest as possible on auto, just a bit of manual settings. Let's see if it's working. If not, I'll have to do it manual, I guess. Now back to this Wonder Stick. Let's see how he actually is. Okay, so you get this from the box. Really, it is the boxing and everything. It's it looks pretty high end. It doesn't look bad at all. It's, and all the like the bags, the texture, and this. It's just it doesn't. It's not like a cheap AliExpress stuff. Although I'm sure you find this on AliExpress as well, but this is not. It doesn't feel like cheap stuff. It feels like like expensive stuff, like expensive brands. Still plastic though, but it is a nice plastic feel, like a, you know, like a German car plastic kind of. Okay. Okay, so I guess for a moment I was like, wait, what is it? It's empty. I thought they sent me like I got like an empty box, but I think probably one of these. See, this there were 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably one of this is the. Yeah, this is a dual power screwdriver. This one, and then the rest are the heads. Okay, so is it here? No reason to panic, no reason to start a case with Amazon. Okay, let's see how it is. And here it is. It is not bad actually. It's like a bigger pen, like a marker. It's not very heavy at all actually. Actually, it could have been heavier, to be honest. It's very light. Okay. And I especially wanted this. Oh, look at it. I especially wanted this to be like one long controller in here. Then have one round here, one round button here. I thought that was maybe like a bit weird. This one, you always know where is your finger, if you need to rotate fast or. It's like easier to control, I guess. Well, that one is probably the same. Now they say the battery is not removable. However, not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing can be. I mean, if it was built right, put together, there is a way to reassemble for sure. So, in case the battery is going bad or something and is out of warranty, if everything else is fine, I think the battery should be also. Pretty nice LED lights in here. Huh. Okay, let's see the rest. Okay, so this is the base, which is I mean, I wouldn't have looked for such thing, but now having it, I think it's gonna probably look nicer. Yeah, it's not bad. It's, I mean, instead of having it like that when you work on the table with a lot of stuff, which will probably still stay like that for a while, having like that. It takes a bit less space, and you can always like know where it is. So it's stylish as well. So it's not bad. And here was what you get in the other box. Let's see, what is this? I don't think I'm gonna be using that a lot. This is a small USB charger, so it is a USB Type C. I think. Is it? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think it's smaller. Okay, now this has some screws. I don't know exactly what for. I think this is the magnetizer. Okay. And this is I don't know what it is. Okay, and here you have the rest out. So the way that you pull this out, one end is just a cap, and the other one, when you pull the cap, everything falls together with the cap. And here you have the it's hard to focus with. Now I'm just gonna choose one of the regular ones. Okay, so I choose the one Philips that is exactly the same like the one that I mostly use, which is this one. And I think they are the same size. Okay, let's see. I have a lot of stuff in here. I can do all. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, I guess I have to hold that somehow. Doesn't seem to have enough power to unscrew if it's something very strong. Well, let me try my both hands. And no, it does not. It has decent power, and if you don't press the button, you can always use just as a classical screwdriver and use as much force as you need. But no, it doesn't seem to have a lot of force. It does seem to have a bit of a force. I think it's enough for most of the thing. However, I remember when I did this was like very tight. It was I was putting a lot of force to have this piece together, and to be honest, I wouldn't have expected that to handle that. I'll see if I can find something else. Okay, let's try this. This is also I can only find things that I put a lot of force into it. This is a M2 NVMe enclosure. Well, it's actually a heatsink, not necessarily. It's not an enclosure, a heatsink. And I also put a lot of strength in there using this one, this screwdriver. So let's see if this one can handle it back. And yes, it can. So it's not bad. Like I said, it is, to be honest, it is the type of pressure that I was expecting. It seemed to be like the force that it has. It is exactly enough to do everything you need. If you have more than that, to start like damaging things probably. So there's still a situation when you want to use the manual, but like I think this is exactly it's spot on. We'll see how long it lasts. These are garbage in here I need to throw, but I'm gonna have to keep this for a while just in case I need to return them. So hopefully it's not gonna be the case. And just gonna keep this. Well, unfortunately, you have to remove this. You cannot just put every time you put it on the box. If you want to keep this in the box, it's not just like put like that. You have to remove that. But I think it's just gonna stay in there. Maybe we'll see. So my Windows is still didn't manage to start up. Let's see with the newest value. I don't think so. So apparently with this Z590 motherboard, I can only run my 4400 speed RAM just at base clock, at base speed. Doesn't want to work in the XMP profile. 1 or 2 doesn't matter. That doesn't want to work. So I need to do some manual adjustment. I guess otherwise I cannot use it. It doesn't make any sense to use it at like 2200 speed. That runs like not being overclocked. That's not a point of buying this. Regarding the screw drive, so yeah, it feels pretty good. It is. I think it's a great great options. There's again many brands out there. I haven't tried any of them. I decided to get this because it has a 200 RPM speed. Some of them has 150. This one was 200, and also it came with like 60 plus something tips. And this is what I wanted, and also that controller in there to be like that. But I'm sure there are other great options as well. I have no affiliation with this brand, unfortunately. I mean, I had to pay for it. No one gave it to me for free. I'm just doing this review just because I'm a bit bored, to be honest. I have not a lot to do right now. My mining operation, it's pretty much done. Well, I still have like 14 gigabytes hooked in there, but they're actually like empty right now. They're just, maybe I have like 250 plots on them. I managed to sell everything pretty much. The rest, I had a couple open, like 4 open. The rest, the other one, they were all sealed yet. So I returned to the store this one and just sold the other 4, and I'll probably sell this one as well. The motherboard, so I had like 3 PCs. I just built 2 brand new builds, and I have my old one. There's no point to keep all this. I'm gonna keep 2, however. So I'm just selling the 3rd one. I just sold the Z490 590E motherboard. I still have the processor and the power supply and the i9, yeah. So there's some interest in this, and probably is gonna go away quick. Yeah, there's no point to run like 3 computers if doesn't bring any like profit or nothing. Just run like these processors run at like over 200 watts with just the processor. And I had them like all 3 running for like a month now. It's like running one with a GPU, with like a 3090 GPU running and gaming, or run these 3 like that on just for like browsing, internet browsing. So it doesn't make any sense. I don't need them, but I'll probably keep 2. I'll keep my old one with the Z490 and this one with the Z590. So yeah, right now I'm only looking at like market, like at buying and selling, to be honest. Crypto, I think at this point investing in the hardware is just not a great moment. There is no I mean, to go back and build like a Ethereum rig right now, the prices for like GPUs are still very high. I'm not even sure, to be honest, how the GPU mining prices are. I have no GPU left to check. Well, I still have my gaming laptop, which I can see the rates, how it goes, but I'm not even making any minimal effort for mining right now. And yeah, unless the prices will be like if you can buy the GPU from the store, maybe, but to get them like super overpriced at this point, no, it makes no sense. So yeah, I guess it's just buying and selling. If you have some money to invest, can be a good option, can also be a bad option. Just have to be very careful. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, while I'm doing some other things as well. But right now, crypto wise, the only thing I'm doing is just buying and selling, and I think it's easier. I also think it's, I mean, it's you don't use so much electricity like I used to use in the past, and there is no GPU that you have to maintain and clean and repaste and whatever. Although I occasionally do like one GPU from time to time, repaste and so, but yeah, it's much more comfortable, to be honest, than running like these crazy like power lines all over the place, and it's like, it's just I didn't miss that aspect. It's much more quiet to be honest right now. Yeah, well, unless you have like a dedicated room, which at this point I don't have. I have like it's a 2-bedroom apartment here, so we have a 2-bedroom plus living room, and I usually just have this on my living room, just a small computer desk, and it's a nice one, though. It's actually a very nice one. It is a custom made. It goes up and down, and I want it to be the same height like the countertop, so it can go down much higher if you want, and it can also go, I can make it wider or shorter, obviously using different top, but yeah, I think it's perfect. It fits very well in here. And I will normally have something like 3 times longer with 3 screens. I used to have some crazy setups in the past, but right now, for now, this is what it is. Maybe with God's help, we'll change location, and then we'll see if I can have more space. I should have a dedicated room for computer stuff. So yeah, but again, I'm pretty happy with this setup right now. I have a crazy sound speaker in there. It's an older Logitech, but it is one of the best that used to be. It's if you recognize that controller, you know which one it is. This is one of like the best sounding and the most powerful. And the bass that the Logitech had, it used to cost like so much money in the past. I think it was like around, I don't know, I think it was like over $2,000. Now they like pretty hard to find. They just used one, and they still sell for like $200-300. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So if you need a electric screwdriver, definitely get one of these. Whatever brand you find like the best deal. This one seems to be like a good build, and so it's probably gonna be helpful. Okay, see you next time. Peace.